Livestock production forms one of the pillars of the world food industry and is a primary contributor to poverty reduction, food security, and agricultural development for almost 1.3 billion people. However, livestock farming is not sustainable nor equitable, posing a risk to the environment while becoming ever more difficult for livestock farmers earning $5 a day to compete. Livestock farming contributes an outsized amount to climate change and is responsible for 14% of the total emissions. Unlike most causes of climate change, which are unequally distributed towards wealthy countries, climate impact from livestock agriculture is unevenly distributed towards low-income economies. These countries have the majority of the world's livestock and also are the last in line for new technologies. In wealthy countries, livestock farmers use data and technology to drive farming decisions, rather than tradition or instinct, something called precision livestock farming. Farmers in these countries happily pay a premium for expensive farming data because it leads to an equally large increase in profitability and a lowered impact to their land. However, farmers in developing economies do not have access to these tools, which are designed for the needs of mega farmers in wealthy countries. Think a Fitbit for every cow, plus lots of expensive satellite data. The 500 million livestock farmers around the world earning roughly $5 a day have no options other than to increase the number of animals on their farm, beginning a spiral downward, as a crowded farm may increase profit in the short term, but throughout multiple seasons, it leads to sickly, low-producing animals, increased climate emissions, and land degradation.
So let's address the elephant in the room. It's true that consumers eating less meat or eating meat alternatives is considered by many to be the best way to reduce the land and climate impact from livestock farming in wealthy countries. However, as the majority of livestock farming happens in low-income countries, where food availability is more susceptible to fluctuations in price, where livestock is a long-term repository for stored wealth, or as an intrinsic part of the culture, the UN feel that removing meat from people's diets would lead to hunger, malnutrition, and a loss of these accrued savings. Now, back to the pitch.
Pastoral is a simple subscription precision livestock product co-incubated by the UNDP and UK-based impact incubator Karakoram. Pastoral delivers land, animal, and farming information, enabling farmers to make smarter, sustainable, and more cost-effective decisions. There is a broad consensus that this tool is desperately needed today to increase farmer profitability and sustainability in emerging economies worldwide. Pastoral provides simple and efficient land and animal management in a chatbot-based format, reducing climate and land impact by 30%, while increasing farmer profitability by 40%. Pastoral uses low-cost and free public satellite data sets from the World Bank, FAO, and the UNDP, coupled with a minimal amount of on-the-ground IoT infrastructure. Pastoral combines these big data sets with an AI chatbot front end that delivers actionable data on animal location, pasture evaluation, grazing management, and animal behavior in an affordable and accessible way, resulting in healthier, sustainable, and ultimately more profitable animals for low-income farmers. This platform has had a soft launch in Uzbekistan in partnership with the government and with the United Nations to test the viability of this product with a proof of concept that has been widely adopted or requested by farmers in many areas of the country. We're excited to scale beyond to Nigeria, India, and Indonesia with your help. We don't focus on flashy tech for tech's sake. We focus on the technology that works for the problem we're solving, for the end users we're targeting, and for the environment in which we're working. We are, somewhat controversially, building a sustainable livestock venture, which many find to be exploitative and not climate-friendly. However, if our team's decade of experience building technical solutions for the UN has taught us anything, it's to build for the problem we have, not for the problem we wish we had. Developing economies around the world don't have the luxury of picking between livestock farming and lab-grown meat. Their choice is often between sustainable livestock farming and unsustainable livestock farming. Consequently, we're the only sustainable livestock venture on Earth with endorsements from the UNDP and the FAO. As part of this, we were invited into Cohort 1 of the UNDP's first ever for-profit incubator for innovation in sustainable agriculture, giving us a small amount of pre-seed funding with which we've survived on for the past 2 years. However, right now, we're looking for financial support in the form of investments and grants in order to continue the development of Pastoral. After proving the viability of this concept during our 2-year pre-seed incubation, Pastoral is raising seed funding right now, which will enable us to build safely and scale widely. Please help us positively impact the land, animals, and livelihood of 500 million global farmers around the world earning $5 a day who have indicated they need this product now. Thank you all very much. We really appreciate your time and consideration.